Hey friends, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel Salwa's Delicious Kitchen. Today's recipe doesn't need any kind of introduction. That's what I believe. That is biryani. Today's recipe will be chicken dum biryani in my style. This is not a Hyderabadi biryani, nor a Mangalorean typical authentic biryani, but then it's a mix of both, I can say, because the marinade would be like a Hyderabadi one, and the green masala would be the traditional way my grandmother used to make. And also, this recipe made me clear the MasterChef India Dubai audition. And the same recipe brought me to the top 12 of Foodshala. And the best feedback I can say I ever got on my biryani was by Chef Akshay Nair, who told me that this biryani was that good that it could straight away go to the menu of Signature by Sanjeev Kapoor's restaurant. So, without having a second thought, do give a try on this unique style of making biryani. But then make sure you watch the video till the end because there are many tips which I would be giving in between the recipes. And I really hope you all enjoy this recipe. And for those who are new to my channel, please do subscribe the channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. And another thing is that I always give the list of ingredients and their measurements in the description box below, so do not miss to check it out from there. So let's start with the marination. So let me show you what are the ingredients what we'll need to marinate the chicken. Here I have taken 1 kg chicken cut into large pieces and 1 cup of thick yogurt or dahi, half cup of caramelized or fried onion, 1 tablespoon of chopped coriander leaves, 1 tablespoon of mint leaves or pudina, and ginger garlic paste 1 tablespoon, 2 green chili slits, and salt I have taken 1 teaspoon. You can take as per your taste. Here in a large bowl, I have taken the chicken pieces and adding all the ingredients under marination along with the salt and give a good mix. You can better mix it with your hands for the better marination. So once it mixed, you can just refrigerate or keep it outside, even that's fine, for 2 hours minimum, or even overnight, longer the better. Here are the ingredients, next would be the ingredients to grind the masala. I've taken handful of cashews or half cup, 1 teaspoon of peppercorns, 4 cloves, 1 inch of cinnamon and 3 cardamom. Make sure you do not add more garam masala because it can overpower the flavor of other. And then here half teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, half teaspoon of turmeric. And then here is 1 cup chopped coriander leaves, half small onion, 12 green chilies, adjust it accordingly. Mine were spicy ones, so I took 12, and 2 inches of ginger, 1 whole garlic, around 12 to 13 pods maybe. And these are the ingredients which will go into the mixer now, and grind this to a fine paste with minimal use of water. I've taken 1/4 cup. And then here are the ingredients to make the gravy now. Here I've taken half kg of onions sliced, and then here is 1 cup of chopped mint leaves and 3 medium sized tomatoes. And this is the biryani masala what we have ground, and then half cup of ghee and salt, half teaspoon, because there's already salt in the chicken, but just take according to your taste, and of course the marinated chicken. Now in a kadhai, I've taken the ghee, and once this was hot, I added the cashews, which will later go for the garnishing. I thought let me fry it in the same ghee. I usually even fry the onions if it is not fried in advance, and use the same one for the garnishing. But then this onions are for the gravy. Here I have added the sliced onions and fried it for around 2 minutes, and then added the salt so that onions can fry quickly. And once it was translucent, around 5 minutes I fried them, and then later added the mint leaves, chopped mint leaves. And then after adding the mint leaves, here you really need some patience because before adding the tomatoes, we really want the onions to be light golden in color, not translucent. So I'll be showing you, you can see it. See now, this is the point where we need to add the tomatoes. You can see it's light golden color in sides. Here I'm adding the sliced tomatoes And then my flame was on high because I was making it in a hurry. But then if you're making this on high flame, just take care that you keep sauteing it often. And then once the tomato was fried for 3 to 4 minutes, and then I added the green masala. Here with the green masala, you have to be patient and fry it well for 5 minutes so that that raw smell disappears and the ghee leaves its sides. And then once that was done, I added the marinated chicken. Here in the marinated chicken, if you see there's too much water left, in the bowl, just discard them and add only the marinated chicken with the yogurt. And then mix it well and close the lid. Let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Chicken here really cooks very fast, but in India, the chickens are usually takes time. So adjust it accordingly. Here my rice was also going on the other side. I was cooking them together. Here you can see after 10 minutes I opened the lid, and then as my chicken was really drained well, it did not leave too much water. So if you want the same, just make sure you drain the chicken well. So here it was dried, and then you can see the ghee on the sides. This is when you see the thickness of the gravy. And here was my biryani masala ready. And here I close the lid. I'll close the lid and then keep it aside. And let's move to the rice. And the ingredients here are to cook 1 kg rice. And here I had soaked the Chella basmati rice for around 1 hour. And then I have taken around 5 to 6 cardamoms and 2 3 inches of cinnamon and 6 cloves. And these are the main ingredients. These things are optional, what I'm going to show now. Star anise, bay leaves, few, and then mint leaves, few, and 2 green chilies. And 1/4 cup of oil so that the rice remains grainy. And salt, lots of salt. And this is the rice. This is the India Gate Chella basmati, what I usually use for mandi and even biryanis. In all the rice I use that. I love them. Here in a very large vessel, you can see I have taken more than half of water and adding all the spices and green chilies, oil, salt, everything under rice. And then the water green color what you are seeing, that is the rinsed water from the mixer jar in which I grinded the biryani masala. This is totally optional, but this is what I always do. I don't feel like wasting that masala. It can give an extra flavor to the rice. And here, once the water came to the boil on a high flame, I added the rice and then waited till it cooked. Here you can see the rice is cooked almost 90% done, not 100, but then there's no rice inside. Here you can see I drained the rice and then it's in the colander for 10 to 15 minutes. Even 5 to 10 minutes is enough till the rice is well dried. Here are the colorful ingredients to go for the assembling of biryani. Here I've taken half cup of ghee as needed actually. And then here it is 1 cup of caramelized onions or the fried onions. Just make sure they are not burnt or dark brown. Nice light golden color gives a nice flavor. And here is yellow color rice in which I had soaked a little saffron with milk and then added it to make it yellow. And then but for the orange rice I had used a little bit of red color with a few drops of rose water. And then 1 cup of chopped coriander leaves, few cashews for garnishing. I usually don't use cashews, but then today I thought let me use it. And mint leaves 1 tablespoon. And here for an hour I soaked half teaspoon of saffron with milk. My granny always used saffron milk and never used color, but then you can do the same. I'm a bit colory person. I love the biryani with many colors in it. And now in the same wok, in which I made the gravy, I did not wash it. The same vessel I'm using so that the little bit of ghee is in the bottom. And here I had first assembled the rice 1/4, more than 1/4, and then added all the a little bit of colored rice, both colors, caramelized onions, coriander leaves, mint leaves, and 1 tablespoon of ghee. Then I added the gravy, just the gravy, not the chicken pieces. Once the gravy was you can see now, I'll be showing it in this one, the second layering. And then saffron milk. It's actually 3 layers of rice and 2 layers of chicken masala in between. And I prefer, you can see just the gravy I'm putting at the first, and then just taking all the masala from the chicken and just keeping the chicken pieces And then above again goes the rice. So you can see the masala is still remaining, but then I'm not adding it. It'll be too much. Masala you can add according to your taste actually. Then goes the rice. This is the top last layer. So hope you have understood. First layer will be rice, then will be the masala, again rice, again masala, and the top comes with the rice. Garnish with everything what is under the garnishing this thing, and the cashews only on the top. Saffron milk and 1 tablespoon of ghee again. Hope you have understood the assembling part. Here this was done and I'm covering it with aluminium foil. And now we'll keep this on dum for around 40 minutes. But mine was really quick. I mean, it just got, it was, see, I'm opening the lid. This is after 30 minutes because my rice was hot and then I layered it immediately after draining. That's why. If your rice is not that hot, then you can it might take some time, but then you can see the steam coming out from the in between the foil. That's when you have to, and then that aroma of the biryani is all over your house, then the biryani is perfect. Here the yummy biryani, delicious one, is ready on the plate. And let me not forget to show you the recipe of the raita, how I usually make, what goes well with biryani. So here I've taken 2 cups of yogurt, dahi, and 1 small cucumber. I'm not a cucumber person, that's why I've grated it, and then half onion chopped, and then 1 small tomato chopped, 1 green chili, and 1 tablespoon of coriander leaves chopped, and salt as per your taste. Mix all the ingredients with the salt and the dahi. Give a good mix, and here is your yummy raita ready. And here is the lovely biryani. I hope you all have loved this recipe, and if you have liked it, please hit a like button and do not forget to share it with your friends and family, and also let me know in the comments that how you liked my biryani. That would really be great. So let's come back to let me come to the extra points. Just highlighting that in case by any chance your rice is overcooked, always put it on a large plate and under the fan, so that once it's cold it would be less sticky. And another thing is the green chilies for the spiciness can always be added more or less according to your taste. And if you're a person who really never liked the flavor of mint leaves, please skip it from every part of the recipe. And then, as we all know that we are still fighting with this virus COVID-19, let's stay home and keep ourselves safe. Take care, guys. And I hope till now you have subscribed to my channel. If not, please do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.